Patrick Findaro here, co-founder at Vetted Biz. We've been getting a lot of questions about the Wahlburgers franchise, especially those that are big fans of the celebrity Mark Wahlberg. As you might have known, he made a big investment in F45 fitness franchise. I believe he sold all his holdings in that business and made a very nice profit of well over 100%. And he's been in the franchise game for some time. And one of the earlier brands that he invested in is called Wahlburgers franchise. Even though Wahlburgers does closely resemble his name, Mark Wahlberg, it was actually founded in 2011 by someone else. And the first Wahlburger was opened in Wingham, Massachusetts. And Mark, his family, and other investors bought out the franchise some years later. Now, it's a pretty expensive franchise, even for the food and beverage industry. With only 50 locations, more or less, in the United States, it doesn't have amazing brand recognition, especially outside its home state of Massachusetts. It's 1.5 million up to 2.7 million. So let's talk about a midpoint investment around $2 million just to get open. And remember, for food and beverage franchise, by the time you find the location, negotiate the lease, build out, get the permits, break even, hit stabilization where you're starting to take out real profits from the business, it takes about 2 years to hit that point. So at a midpoint of over $2 million, even if you're making $250,000 a year after that 2-year ramp up, it's going to take you 10 years or so to recoup your capital. And imagine you chose the wrong location and it's just making $100,000. It's going to take you 20 plus years to recoup your initial capital investment of a Wahlburgers franchise. So for this type of business, I would probably look at some other food and beverage concepts and definitely do your due diligence talking to the franchisees. Don't be bedazzled by the celebrity status of the brand and those that are behind it. Understand the financials and what the franchisor is going to do for you as a franchisee. 2020 was a rough year for many businesses and folks. It was a very bad year for Wahlburgers franchise as they lost $1.8 million in 2020. So these are all things to look at when you evaluate a franchise, how the franchisor is doing financially, how much it costs to open the business, how long it takes to get your capital back. From a high level, it doesn't look like this is a good franchise investment, but don't take my word for it. Do your own due diligence. Talk to Wahlburgers, the franchisor, talk to franchisees, and do yourself a favor and evaluate some other concepts so you can compare apples to apples. Thanks.